Fulfilling our natural design can overcome these. Our natural design is to be loved, which means to be complete. This design can be fulfilled through applied technology, probably mostly organic, or by penetrating prayer. We can then feel loved. We realize that I am not separated from God or humans or any human. And that's radical theology, folks. I am not separated. I am one with them. Then these put-downs and inferior views of yourself fade away. As we experience this constant love, is this the God within me? For several weeks. Then comes one of the greatest jumps in evolution in a person's life. And it can happen to anyone. Ministers will need to redo their sermons. You find yourself moving so naturally from I am loved to I am love. My essence is love and goodness. I am good. I am forgiveness. I am love itself. That's my new identity. Imagine yourself as love and goodness even when you fail. See yourself becoming truly free. I am a love and goodness, for that is who you are. Then you are free. You are free. Hear the explanation from the visitors from another planet as they explore our inner lives. What unusual beings. They have developed the highest kind of love and goodness, bonding with each other. Part 3, connected with the Akashic field. Our story of human transformation continues. We are becoming more empathetic. We can live in a higher level of love, and now we're becoming better connected through the Akashic field, also called the A field or universal field. It's like adding a large room to our house to enjoy. One people, one world, a great slogan, an inspiring sentiment. But now we are finding that we are tied together through a newly discovered A field, and we are on the verge of finding ways for the ordinary person to experience it. The A field is a kind of superconducting cosmic medium that carries information on all the things that exist and have ever existed that is in the entire cosmos. Stanley Krippner, professor of psychology who has co-authored a number of major scientific studies while in Mexico, obtained immediate information through the A field that his good friend who died in Nevada had died. He knew at that moment, knew exactly when it happened. There's a true story about the Akashic field that still puzzles open, honest persons. For 43 years, during the first half of the 20th century, Edgar Cayce, with a 9th grade education, a man with a mild disposition who was a Sunday school teacher in a Disciples of Christ church in Kentucky, would lie down and put himself into a deep sleep and reluctantly give readings from the A field, 2 to 8 sessions per day. 14,000 of these readings were recorded and are available to the public today at the ARE Institute at Virginia Beach, Virginia. 2 weeks ago, I called there and talked to a staff member and read this, and they said, that's exactly accurate what you have. Thousands of questions were mailed to him about health and spirituality. All he needed was a person's name and location. He recommended natural remedies and chemicals or treatment, often lengthy list that he did not even know about, and was successful at 95% accuracy. A team of medical doctors monitored his readings. Many skeptics came, observed, then left puzzled and convinced. Cayce could not remember what he said after he woke up. Sometimes he spoke of the existence of phenomena that he did not believe in, such as incarnation. He was astonished at his comments when he woke up. Today, David Wilcock is carrying on this tradition of self-induced sleep or trance, though he's not affiliated with the Cayce organization, the ARE. We should be able to replicate Edgar Cayce's ability, and David Wilcock's, and make it available to the ordinary person. Edgar Cayce said that anyone can do it. Why have the current neuroscientists, along with other researchers, not discovered, understood, and made available to all the A field as revealed by Edgar Cayce? We should be able to do what he did. Why have we not done this? This should be a priority, for it could be life-changing. How might science, now we're going to the board there, how might science describe this field? A leading science from Europe, Ervin Laszlo, and I put 2 of his books, he's written 83 books. Leading scientists from Europe describes the A field as a cosmic plenum that acts as the underlying universal interconnecting field. He has gathered convincing evidence that through this universal field that all things are constantly and enduringly connected. He presents a science-based scheme for binding together the facts of correlation, these are technical terms now in science, correlation, connection, and coherence at the cutting end of physical and biological sciences and in the emerging discipline of systemic conscious research. This would lend scientific grounded meaning to the whole of our experience and our place in the universe. He believes that the A field will likely bring science and the spiritual together. Isn't that wonderful? Laszlo explains how we can access this A field. This field is created by waves of quanta, not waves of light. When the cytoskeletal fine structures of our brain are synchronized with the quantum hologram in the field, the brain and the hologram enter into phase conjugates quantum resonance, and access is granted. How might a yoga describe this field? And that's up there also. When the gross layers of the mind are stripped away, there is a unified subtle layer, pure consciousness, a vast field that constitutes the primary reality of the universe. So now we participate in the gravitational field, electromagnetic field, the Higgs field. Not one of these invisible fields did we recognize nor understand 300 years ago. Major scientists are now recognizing a fourth field, the A field. Though most of us are unaware, each of us lives in the A field, and we are helping to create it. 100 years ago, scientist Nikola Tesla spoke of the original medium that fills space, the light-carrying ether, and likened it to the A field. Today, David Bohm, Harvey Potthoff, Rupert Sheldrake, and other scientists are rediscovering the role of a field that would create coherence throughout the universe. Sheldrake states, the earth is creating memory. Some people reach the A field through deep meditation, but now we want to make it easily accessible, make it possible for everyone, even those with low incomes, to be connected each day to this newly recognized field. We know that certainly yogas and deep meditators do experience the A field. I grilled 2 people in transcendental meditation twice in the last month on this. We can modify human DNA, genes, brain, create devices to alter our brain waves so that all of us will be able to move into deep meditation very quickly, as did Edgar Cayce. Think how this could enhance life. And once you're in that field, there needs to be a movement. It's not just feeling good and calm, but to feel it taking you someplace too. Remember Crocodile Dundee, how he seemed to know where different persons were in the jungle? In her book, Mutant Messages, researcher Marlo Morgan, who was forced to live with the Australian Aborigines in the desert for several months, became astonished how the people could intuitively know where each of their relatives was at every moment. Margaret Mead observed in Samoa nearly a century ago remote viewing and knowing by the people. Why haven't researchers found ways for all of us to have this ability? Why can't we know how to replicate in all of us the telepathy of the shaman? Why haven't researchers found ways for all of us to have these abilities whenever we desire them? Well, here's what could happen during this century with this impact from the A field. And clear at the bottom, I put 3 items. Ordinary people could and possibly will obtain the ability to enter into various kinds of alternative consciousness, which would give us immediate access to the A field. We could gain the powers of remote knowing and viewing. 3, we could directly communicate with people anywhere on earth, even people who have died. Next, as did Edgar Cayce, we could diagnose and prescribe treatments at a distance. Next, scientists will discover new intimate ways all life is connected to each other, even at great distances. Next, scientists will discover that considerable thinking by humans occur outside of the brain, some of which is related to the A field. Researcher Stanley Krippner tells us, and he does research on these people, that ordinary people could ride the quantum waves to participate in unique abilities like telekinesis, psychokinesis, levitation of objects and people, remote viewing, telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, remarkable healings, past life experiences, all serve as portals to a new worldview. Those from another planet might say, Earth people are the connected ones. They have become connected to each other, nature, the planet Earth, the universe. Now we're ready for part 4.